Imagine this. You are in a heated discussion. Your heart races. Your mind fills with arguments, ready to be shot like arrows. You need to respond. You need to defend yourself. You need to prove that you are right. But what if I told you that the moment you feel that desperate need to react, you have already lost? The world has taught us that strength lies in voice, in the ability to argue, to impose oneself, to always have a sharp response at the tip of the tongue. But Nietzsche saw this completely differently. For him, true power does not lie in shouting louder, nor in forcefully convincing others. True power lies in what you choose not to say. We live surrounded by noise, social media, endless debates, people competing to see who can talk the most, who has the last word. But what few realize is that in this sea of noise, those who truly have power are not shouting. They observe, they wait, and when they decide to speak, every word weighs like a stone thrown into a calm lake. Nietzsche understood something that most ignore: the urgency to speak, to respond, to justify oneself reveals a subtle type of weakness. Those who desperately seek to be heard are, deep down, seeking validation. They are reacting, and those who react are being controlled. On the other hand, those who master silence possess a different kind of authority, one that does not need to prove anything to anyone. Think of the people who truly marked you. Were they the ones who spoke incessantly, or those whose few words struck you like a precise blow? Well-used silence generates mystery, generates respect, generates discomfort. And discomfort makes people think. So the question you need to ask yourself is, do you have control over your words, or are you a slave to the need to be heard? Do you know when to speak and when to simply let silence do the work for you? Because the truth is that sometimes silence is not just a choice, it is a challenge. A challenge that few have the strength to face. Today, we will explore how Nietzsche viewed the power of silence and how this philosophy can transform the way you position yourself in the world. If you learn this art, you will never be seen the same way again. Look around you. The world has never been so noisy. Everyone has an opinion, everyone wants to be heard, everyone believes they need to say something all the time. Social media has turned conversations into public battles, where victory is not achieved through truth, but through volume and repetition. But Nietzsche would warn us, this obsession with speaking, with responding, with shouting your position to the world, is not strength. It is disguised weakness. Stop and think. Why do people feel this almost compulsive need to express themselves at all times? The answer is simple. Deep down, they are afraid of being irrelevant, afraid of being forgotten, afraid that their silence will be interpreted as submission. So, they fill every empty space with words. Words that they often don't even fully believe, but that are spoken to avoid the terror of insignificance. But what Nietzsche understood, and what few today grasp, is that the one who masters silence will never be insignificant. On the contrary, they become an enigma. They become someone who cannot be easily categorized or predicted, and the unpredictable will always be more powerful than the obvious. The noise of the world is a trap. It creates the illusion that those who speak the most, who impose themselves the most, who respond the fastest, are the ones who win. But that is the logic of the weak. Nietzsche just saw life as a battlefield, and on that field, the warrior who charges into battle first is not always the one who emerges victorious. Often, it is the one who knows how to wait, who observes, who perceives the enemy's flaws before attacking. Look at the true masters of strategy, whether in philosophy, war, or business. They do not speak more than they need to.